You've decided you're going to join Real. This video is about how to do so, step by step, everything that's involved. So the first step is creating your Real account. If you received a link from a current Real agent, click the I'm ready to join link, or there'll be a link down below in the description that you can click, and you'll see this screen pop up. Fill out the form, create your account. Remember, of course, your username, the email that you're using, you're signing up with, and your password. You will need this to access your account moving forward. You will have to verify your email address, and we do use 2FA or two-factor authentication to keep your account secure. So you'll have to select if you want to use 2FA by text message or by using an authenticator app like Google Authenticator. That's totally up to you. Personally, I use text and it's really fast. The second step is to complete your application. The next page will ask you about basic information about yourself, about your real estate experience, and your responses will be used to populate your onboarding documents and create your reason profile. So please answer each question and then click Next to proceed. If you'd like to name a sponsor or two co-sponsors, make your selection here and add your sponsor's name and email address. This will populate in the sponsorship addendum in your onboarding documents. If you don't want to name a sponsor as you're joining, just click No, I don't want to name a sponsor. Your sponsor is the person who most influenced you to become an agent with Real. Once you select your sponsor, you cannot change it. If you have questions, you can of course reach out to onboarding@therealbrokerage.com prior to completing this selection. Naming a sponsor, it's really just a way that Real gives back to the community. It rewards agents that are working hard to grow the business. And rather Real just keep all the profits of the business growing, it's saying, no, we recognize that you're working to bring in agents. We're going to give you a portion of the profits. So it's just how the business continues to grow. If you are joining Real as part of a team, be sure to fill in your team's information and your role on the team here as well. This will ensure that you're onboarded correctly. If you're not joining as part of a team, just choose individual agent. Now choose whether you'd like to opt into the stock purchase plan or not. This will pre-populate in the stock purchase plan addendum that you will sign along with your ICA. This is another whole topic that you should probably research before you decide. There's lots of videos on it as well. Essentially, if you opt into the stock purchase program, you're saying, well, I'm going to use a portion of my commission to every single time I sell a house to purchase some of the stocks. And in doing so, Real actually gives you a bonus each time you do so. Nextly, it's super important you list the board and MLS you plan to join. Real can't onboard you unless this information is present. If you're not sure, reach out to the agent that is sponsoring you, reach out to a managing broker in your area and find out what the correct information is. Once you've completed your application, review, make sure everything's typed in and entered correctly, and then you can click Submit. Next up is reviewing and signing your independent contractor agreement or your ICA. Now you might have taken a break after submitting your application. If so, you'll have to log back into Reason and it'll come up. You'll be able to see your ICA. All sections must be completed are highlighted in yellow. So once you sign your ICA, you'll automatically be emailed a copy of it, and you can look for an email from Real Brokerage that says thank you for signing your ICA. So just check for that. The next step is paying your application fee, and this is paid through the payment processor Stripe. It's $249. It's a one-time application fee. Do note though, if your state or your board, your province requires additional fees, they will also be listed here and you'll need to pay these fees before you can join as well. That's not Real specific, that's where you are. After that's done, now it's about transferring your license. When you get to this license transfer step, you'll need to follow the specific process for your state or for your province. I'll leave two links below in the description. There'll be a Canada license transfer and renewal link, and secondly, there'll be a United States license transfer and renewal link. Just click which one applies to you and you'll get the steps you need. After that, the onboarding team will reach out within typically 48 hours with the next steps. At times, you'll need to release your license from your previous brokerage. At that point, Real will have to wait for that to complete before they can accept your license into Real. This can take a couple days depending on the state, the province where you are. So if you have any questions or need help, reach out to the onboarding team again at onboarding@therealbrokerage.com. The last step is you have to be affiliated with a board and an MLS within 30 days of signing your ICA. So work directly with your board, with your MLS. Real doesn't cover the cost of processing that application. That's up to you and where you are and joining your MLS board. If you're already part of a board or part of an MLS, Real will approve your application, quite rapidly and continue with the onboarding process. That's it. That's all you have to do. You're all set. Once you've joined Reel, you're going to get an email, welcome to Reel, with your training schedule and some key resources. Now it's time to really dig into all the benefits that being a Reel member brings you. Dig into the training, look into the Reel Academy, see what's being offered, start hopping on some Zoom calls, reach out and start connecting with an amazing network of agents. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to me personally. And if you're considering joining Reel, you'd like to see what it would look like plugging your business in and if it would be a good fit or not, reach out and we can have a chat.